Always interesting to kind of see what comes to life when I'm doing something without any restrictions or guidelines. My name is Chris Burns. I'm a pyrography artist from Champ Styles Woodburn. So pyrography is the ancient art of writing with fire. It's done with a variety of different tools and techniques over the years. I specialize in a metal tip pen which heats up and marks the surface of wood. People use anything from like burning stick embers to mark cave walls to different forms of applying fire to paper and different wood products. And I've kind of taken the ancient craft and put a modern spin on it. So for the wood burning portion of this piece, I'm going to start by doing all of the outlines. Some of them will end up being double thickness to help them stand out from the rest. I'll then go through and add some of the finer details before switching to the shading pen, which will allow me to add some details and gradients throughout the burning. So before I got into wood burning, I had always been passionate about art, but never really had an idea of how to make money from it, so I chose the woodworking route. From there, kind of with the abandoned dreams of doing anything with art, I focused on the wood, working in high-end kitchen cabinet shops, building staircases, custom furniture. And eventually, I started picking up a wood-burning pen just to sign my name into backs of pieces. After doing that a few times, I realized I could pretty much draw anything on a piece of wood, and it really snowballed. People would come and suggest, oh, you should do guitars, canoe paddles, furniture. And I really just kind of spent years burning every piece of wood I can get my hands on. You don't have to go much further than Toronto to find a lot of talent. My walls are covered with artwork by local Toronto artists that I've met and work with and are inspired by. I'm always inspired by artists that have multiple different creative outlets and allow their soul to speak in each of them. So because I'm combining the torch burning and the pen burning, I'm burning a bit of a halo around the tower that I've done with the pens. What that's going to do is allow me to take the torch and burn the background up to the sharp lines of the wood burning pen without it going over. Because there's much less control with the torch, doing this allows you to keep all of those sharp lines you laid down originally. So I'm just about done burning the halo around the tower here, which is going to allow me to take the blowtorch, finish up the background, and show you how to do a torch portrait as well. With the torch burning, you achieve less detail, but you can cover a larger space much quicker. So I'm gonna take the smallest of my pen torches here, and I'm gonna very carefully expand the halo around the tower. And this is gonna allow us to keep a nice negative space where there won't be burning. So some of the canvases I'm working on, 2, 3 feet, 4 feet, may take me anywhere from 2 to 10 hours, where that same piece may take 10 to 40 hours with the wood burning pen. So as you can see taking shape here, I am doing a torch portrait of the recording artist Drake. My inspiration for picking him as my subject matter today is the strong Toronto connection. I'm a big hometown guy, and it's easy for me to take inspiration from someone doing something at such a high level on an international scale. Something I'd like to be able to do in my own work as well. So most of my work is custom commissioned for people, but when I get the opportunity to do an original piece or something for myself, which is quite rare, I find it's really quite rewarding to just really be totally free of all influence and always interesting to kind of see what comes to life. So I just finished up this big Drake portrait. The inspiration of choosing Drake as the subject was his connection to the city of Toronto, and I hope everyone enjoyed watching a bunch of different wood burning techniques together all on one canvas, and yeah, it was fun.
Audio Jungle.